6 a.m. on this Monday morning. Right now on WJBF Live Viper 6, dry skies all over the two-state. You're watching WJBF News Channel 6, where you'll always get your most accurate forecast first. So as you head outside the door this morning, going to be seeing some cool spots. Temperatures upper 40s to around 50, just a few high, thin clouds.
Embarrassed Florida officials search for the people who helped two convicted murderers escape prison. I'm Tamon Bradley with the details coming up.
Good morning, I'm Barclay Bishop. Computer glitches coming up. The president responds to what's happening for some enrolling in the Affordable Care Act.
Plus, it was a weekend of fun at the Georgia-Carolina Fair, and it means big business for local charities. Good morning, Augusta starts right now.
Live from Television Park in high definition, coverage you can count on. This is WJBF News Channel 6. Good morning, Augusta.
Good morning. I'm Mary Morrison, and if you're just waking up this Monday morning, welcome to GMA.
Yeah, we certainly hope you had a great weekend. I'm Chris Kane. Coverage you can count on continues with news across America as more and more people are signing up for the Affordable Care Act. We are finding out more about issues with the healthcare.gov website. Barclay Bishop joins us live from the news desk with what is being done to fix those glitches.
Chris, good morning. According to the Obama administration, nearly 500,000 people have already filed for health care through the Affordable Care Act. And many of those people have experienced the glitches that we've seen plague the website. This morning, President Obama will address the website woes during a speech in the Rose Garden. This will be his first health care focused event since the overwhelming number of computer problems became apparent. White House officials say the president will discuss steps the administration is taking to address the glitches, including ramping up staffing at call centers where people can apply for the insurance by phone. The Department of Health and Human Services says it is also bringing in technology experts from inside and outside the government to help diagnose the issues. The Congressional Budget Office has said that it expects 7 million people to enroll by April 1st. To get your answers about your affordable care questions, send them on over to careact@wjbf.com. We're going to take your questions straight to the experts and share their answers right here on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Chris, back to you.
All right, Bart. Closer to home, coverage you can count on continues with a schedule that is starting to get back to normal at Savannah River site. SRS will resume normal operations today. Last week, it was announced that 3 barricades onto the facility would be closed and staff at the other 2 would be reduced. That was canceled after the government reopened. SRS employees are requested to return to work at their normal shift hours. WSI employees are being notified of when they should head back.
Chris, also today, the Augusta Procurement Department will hold a business outreach forum. It'll be from 9 this morning until 3 this afternoon at the Julian Smith Casino. The department's forum will cover code and process changes, T-SPLOST, state and federal projects, procurement, and small business websites, plus much more. For more information, contact the number on your screen.
Tonight, North Augusta City Council will hold a public hearing on the tax increment finance district to help fund the riverfront redevelopment known as Project Jackson. City Council members will be studying the proposed amendments to the TIF district before the meeting. If you're interested in attending the public session, it starts at 7 tonight in Council Chambers at the Municipal Building. They'll also be looking at the 2014 fiscal budget at that meeting.
And now to the WJBF News Channel 6 Crime Tracker report. Richmond County investigators are still searching for clues into a weekend shooting. It happened on the 1100 block of Anderson Avenue around 2 a.m. Sunday. That's just off Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Now, the victim told deputies he was walking in the area when 3 men approached him. He says one suspect fired a gun, hitting him in the ear. The victim is expected to be okay. Also in Richmond County, investigators say 44-year-old Andre Glivens is charged with a weekend shooting. They say around 1:30 Saturday morning, he shot a woman in the wrist at a home on Wexford Court. The victim was taken to the hospital. Givens is charged with aggravated assault. And North Augusta Public Safety is investigating a shooting as well. Public safety officers say it happened around 10:30 Saturday night at Pinecrest Apartments. That's off Knox Avenue and Bradleyville Road. One person was shot in the leg. Investigators have not yet named a suspect in the case.
It's an annual tradition, the Georgia-Carolina State Fair, and it's going on this week. The fair attracts tens of thousands of visitors, but the fair brings in more than just those bright lights, big rides, and tasty food to the Garden City. Tyrone McCoy went out to the Exchange Club Fairgrounds, not only for the red velvet funnel cake, but to find out how the fair benefits us locally.
My daddy came to this fair. I came to this fair. My children came to this fair.
For families across the CSRA, the Georgia-Carolina State Fair has been a tradition for decades. The Augusta Exchange Club partners with Straits shows each year for 10 days of family fun, welcoming hundreds, sometimes thousands a night.
Friday night, we had 15,550 people who came through these gates.
Taylor tells me each time a person walks through these gates and onto the fairgrounds, it's about much more than the food and rides for Augusta-Richmond County.
There are probably 100, maybe 110 people who are employed during this fair who are local people.
Before the fair opens, Taylor says people line up outside the gates, hoping to land a job in a ticket booth or concessions, a job that will stimulate our local economy. He tells me while keeping up with the tradition, the Augusta Exchange Club's mission is to provide the ultimate economic boost.
It's a fundraiser. That's why it was started, and that's what it's intended to do. We raise money through this fair to give to local charities, nearly all of which in one way or another impact kids.
The Augusta Exchange Club donates all of the money raised from the fair to charities like Actions Ministries and the Boys and Girls Club. Taylor says one ride at a time, it stimulates the Garden City past, present, and future.
We're putting money back into the Augusta economy through payroll to people who work here, and we're putting money back into the community through our contributions and donations.
The fair is in town until October 27th, and it's located at the Exchange Club Fairgrounds on Laney Walker Boulevard. For a schedule of events and prices, just head to our website, WJBF.com.
Another local fair is going on this week, the Western Carolina Fair in Aiken. Today is Carload Monday. That means $50 per carload, up to 7 people, all legally buckled up. That price includes parking and unlimited rides. Wayne's Automotive will be on hand selling things like sunshades and windshield wipers. Those wipers will be in both pink and black. All proceeds go to the Breast Cancer Foundation. It's been good fair weather. Let's check in with Ed for more on the forecast. Hi, Ed.
Hi, good morning, Mary. Good morning, Chris. Yeah, a fantastic weekend to head out to our various state fairs. And looks like that Monday forecast is going to be pretty nice to head out there as well, grabbing some of that great fair food. You can't beat that. Take a look at some of the temperatures this morning. It's in some communities, you actually may want to consider getting out that light jacket this morning, with low to mid 40s right now for Edgefield, Saluda, and McCormick, between 42 and 45. You're seeing temperatures closer to 50 from Gibson back through Augusta and Aiken this morning, and then some milder readings once you head to the south. Swainsboro checking in with 59, same for Millen, and a 55 right now over in Allendale as well. We're looking at some cooler air to the north, and we're going to keep our eyes on that. That's going to be headed our way here. For us, just some high thin clouds working across the sky this morning, and we're shaping up very nice for that commuter forecast. That morning drive temperature right around 53. Just some of those high thin clouds with just a few more passing clouds as you head home from work and school later on today at 75. So guys, 75, you see that temperature, that's actually going to be one of the warmest temperatures in the next couple of days. A big time cool down coming your way. We're going to take a close look at that in just a few minutes.
All right, Ed, sounds like it's time to break out the jackets.
It does certainly look like that.
Thanks.
And still to come, one of the biggest gaming sensations is certainly hitting a sweet spot with millions of Americans. It's called Candy Crush, and it's giving many gamers the same kind of rush as real candy. Stay tuned.